The user case beyond payments for blockchain is as three pieces really. So one obviously would be payments, and people are working on it already, and it's going strong. It's coming together. The other two I would say is one is trade finance. And trade finance is very important because by some measures 20% of the cost of shipping is documents. Hundreds of documents need to be processed for each shipment, and inspectors have to look up and sign on papers that then are transmitted via moped to offices of lawyers to release letters of credit. All that could be made cheaper by blockchain technology. So that is a very exciting piece of the equation. The other huge opportunity is procurement and supply chain. So that too, as we know, with the trade wars between the US and China, that has brought up to the fore these issues and the cost of procurement, and blockchain can help a lot doing that. Blockchain is a great case study in human psychology because it really tells you there is a barrier to moving on and trying new things and taking risks. And I actually work at Bloomberg, and I can see that every day that we talk to a lot of users and we want to save them time, and it's sometimes very hard to help them, right? Because just human nature resists change. But to corporate treasurers, the problem is what's going to happen if you refuse change. And I would bring up the example of Kodak, right? Kodak saw the problems coming because they were making photographic films, and this was going away because it would become all digital. And till the end, they didn't change. But look at other examples which are more positive. Netflix, right? Netflix originally was shipping to you a CD via mail, and Netflix pivoted completely, not only to distribution, digital distribution, but now on making content. So amazing results and great success, but they took risk. I think the main issue to really see blockchain solutions of any type really take hold in the workspace, specifically corporate treasurers, is the first mover issue, right? So we know that all the banks now will tell you today they can save a lot of money themselves by moving to more efficient platforms where the cost of literally transacting are less for them as well. The problem is, the way I see it, is they are incumbents, right? So none of them wants to be the first one to open the door, kick the door open, or invest big. I think that we are definitely waiting for the first wave of adopters, and when the critical mass will happen, you will see all the banks and all the corporates as well just jump on the bandwagon, and this thing will happen. Now, I would say one thing though, as much as we can see it happening in the very near future, sometimes progress fails, right? We tend to think that it's unavoidable and it's so strong that it will for sure happen. But I will remind everybody that we used to be able to fly supersonic with the Concorde in the 70s. Now we don't have it anymore, right? So really the jury's still out.
So I think, an area that we're looking at a lot is permissioned versus permissionless. And so we're focused on that. At Fluor, we have a DLT steering committee, which is Distributed Ledger Technology Steering Committee. And so we're definitely following this. But Fluor, we make investments in a lot of technology. So we're an engineering, procurement, construction, fabrication, maintenance company, mega company, global. But we are also pretty high tech. So we're investing in artificial intelligence. We're investing in we're doing machine learning, RPA. So we have a lot of investments in technology, and I think we are willing to make investments in this area of DLT. We just haven't seen proven applications yet for our particular business. So we're trying to avoid, you have a solution and you're looking for a problem. So we're focusing it, we're approaching it from looking at issues that we have, real business issues, and how can we find a solution for those problems. So I think the most promising areas for our particular business have to do with our supply chain. So we have an enormous supply chain. We do business all over the world in some of very remote countries that are underdeveloped. So We're building mines, we're building oil refineries, bridges, infrastructure projects. And so we're all over the world doing all sorts of mega projects. So I think there's supply chain is an area where I see the most potential personally for a DLT technology to improve our business.